Hi, everybody. And I want to welcome you virtually to Misericordia University. I am excited to spend a little time with you this morning and talk about what it means to be a student who is undecided or undeclared and exploring at Misericordia. My name is Jessica Nelson. I'm the director of the Student Success Center here. And one of the parts of my job that I enjoy the most is working with students who are undeclared and trying to figure out where they fit in our academic programs and what they want to do with the next phase of their life. I feel like it's really a privilege to be able to walk that journey with students. And I would say that all of those who serve as undeclared advisors here at Misericordia would feel in a very similar way. I want to talk to you a little bit about the tools that we use to help students kind of figure out what their path is and how we utilize them in a way that we do our best to keep everybody on track for graduation and are usually quite successful in doing that as well. And so I'm going to share my screen so you have a little bit of visual to follow along. So the first tool that we use and is probably the biggest that we have at our disposal is our core curriculum. So the core courses are ones that you have to take as a student, no matter what your major is. And you're required to take a very diverse sort of offering. Classes in math, sciences, the behavioral and social sciences, English, fine arts, history, philosophy, religion, and there's even some room for some free electives. So the good news is if you come in undeclared and undecided, you're going to have to take a few classes in a variety of disciplines. And this is great because it really allows you to begin to decide if this is something that you would like to pursue further, but also to continue to work and stay on track for graduation on time. Now, you'll be working closely with an advisor as an undeclared student. And so we're going to make recommendations based on your interest. So if you're undecided, but you're considering perhaps nursing, there's a specific natural science course that we're going to want to encourage you to take. Likewise, if you're considering education, for example, there may be specific English or history classes that you need to take that the education department would require you to have so that you're able to gain certification. So we're going to use that to help you explore, but also use it in a way that is going to keep you on track. I think the good news here is that it really doesn't matter which one of these great academic disciplines you choose. Our core is designed to really help students prepare for the world of work. You can see on that chart there what employers are looking for, both management as well as hiring managers. And you can see that they're not necessarily looking for specific disciplines. They're not necessarily looking for specific majors, but they're looking for skills. They're looking for skills in the ability to communicate, in critical thinking, in order to work with others. And our core curriculum is really designed to help develop those skills in students. So communication is going to happen certainly in our writing intensive courses. That is a required part of the core. But also many of these courses will require presentations. So you become comfortable speaking in front of people and sharing your ideas with others. You will become an excellent writer. You will learn to become a great critical thinker because each one of these disciplines are going to challenge you and are going to also link their discipline to others within the core curriculum. So certainly you may be talking about a social science, but you're going to need skills that you've developed in math class or political science, history, in order to really understand and think critically about what might be being presented to you. So the core is a really important tool that we will use to help you figure out your path. And the next thing that I want to talk to you a little bit about is the choice program. So all of the students who come in as a first year new student will be enrolled in the choice program. And so this is a program for students who come in undeclared, and it is really intended to help you look at all of the academic programs that we have available, and how they may link to careers that you might be interested in. And within that program, probably the number one experience that will be most helpful to you is the relationship that you will build with your advisor. Through the choice program, you're going to be really getting to know your advisor. Each one of the choice advisors has a small advising load, typically of 10 or less incoming students. And you'll be meeting with them and able to interact with them weekly during the first semester, at least during the first semester. As part of this choice program, you'll have a weekly meeting. So they'll be presenting content, they'll be getting to know you. You will be able to talk about your experiences, about the things that you're learning about yourself and about the programs, and they're really going to help navigate you through the process. And then certainly, as long as you remain undeclared, even when the choice program has ended, you will continue to build and have that connection with that individual as we seek together to find the right fit for you. The choice program has a variety of different components in it to help you explore your career path, as well as the academic offerings here and how those two link. We work closely with a variety of offices and departments in order to present everything to you. We have a very strong partnership with the Career Center here on campus, the Insulaco Center. Those folks work with us to help make sure that you get some career assessment. So you'll take some assessments that might make some suggestions on careers that might be appropriate for you. The Career Center will be involved in helping you interpret the results of those assessments and be there as a resource throughout the program. And then once you enter your chosen major and start to work towards your career goals, they will continue to be a great support for you. We do a couple of different experiences throughout the choice program, and one is a roundtable day with faculty. So our faculty and professors from each one of our academic programs will make themselves available during the day that we designate, and we will create a roundtable experience, which allows you as an undeclared student to really connect with a variety of programs and ask some questions and learn a little bit more, all in one place, all in one day, as part of your scheduled choice class. So if you're thinking that you want to learn a little bit about medical health humanities, you want to learn a little bit about marketing, you want to learn a little bit about nursing, you'll be able to do that all in that same day through this roundtable experience. Talk to the individuals who supervise or who direct these programs and who are aware of the curriculum. Ask about what it's like to have that particular major, and then get that information and discuss that then with your advisor as you continue through the choice program and start to make some choices and narrow some things down. We have a similar type of experience where we work with employers. And again, this is something that the Insulaco Center helps us set up. They reach out to employers in the area, many who are alumni in a variety of different fields. And you have the opportunity to speak to them about what they are looking for over the next few years in terms of new graduates who are entering the workforce. So not only will you have the opportunity to talk with them about what they might be looking for, but also about how they themselves have developed their careers. So you'll be able to talk to perhaps a principal who came out of our program, or a teacher who has built their career and might have some advice for you as someone who is entering that or considering entering that path at Misericordia. You might have the opportunity to talk to a recruiter for a major health network here in the area. And so they're going to be able to talk to you about clinical needs that they see and what they're looking for in those positions. And that's a whole area of majors, but then also healthcare management type of jobs that they might be looking for, marketing jobs that they might be looking for, and sort of the variety of majors that they would be looking to recruit from. And it certainly would not just be within the clinical realm, but across all of our disciplines. And so you might be able to determine a good fit for you through a conversation like that on our employer panel. And then we also spend some time in the choice program talking about academic skills and how to become a really great student. And one of the reasons that we do that is because many of our programs on campus are highly competitive. So you need to go in there with a really solid GPA and performing really well as you are sort of figuring out your path. And we want to make sure that if you determine that you do want to work towards entrance into a more competitive program, that you have the academic record that will allow you to have a good chance of being admitted into that program. So academic skills is something that we also focus on. I mentioned how important it's going to be for us to leverage the core curriculum, and your advisor is going to help you make choices that are going to open up the paths that you're hoping to open up. And it is very individual. We are going to be getting to know you. We're going to be getting to know your strengths and your weaknesses. And we are really going to help develop the skills that you need in order to get into the program and also explore all of the wonderful options that we have here at Misericordia. Many students come in truly undeclared and they just don't know what they want. And again, I find this to be an incredible privilege. I kind of think that we're all puzzles, and some people maybe are 12 big pieces, and it's very easy to figure out what they need, what they're interested in, and to put that sort of puzzle together as they're figuring out their path. And some of our undeclared students come in, you know, more like 1,200 pieces, and it takes a little bit longer to figure it out. And either way, it can be, it is a beautiful picture of that we come up with once we put the puzzle together. But your advisors here in the choice program are going to be very intentional about connecting with you and taking the time to get to know you so that we get you in down the right path. A lot of times people will wonder what they should be doing at this point in time. Maybe you're looking at a variety of different institutions still at this point in time. Maybe you want to come to Misericordia and you're definitely still at a point where you're not ready to pick your academic path. And that's great. That's what the choice program is here for. But a lot of people want to start doing a little bit of work right away so they can figure that out. So some of the things that I can encourage you to do is, one, Consider talking to people who you know who are in different careers. Ask if you can talk to them and do a little informational interview. Say, I would like to know more about your career. Maybe it's friends of the family, maybe it's family themselves who are in different jobs that you've wondered about. Ask to have a cup of coffee, ask to stop by their office and find out what was their path. What is their job like? What are their day-to-day responsibilities? What do they love about their job and what frustrates them? That might begin to help you determine what academic path would be right for you here at MIS that would lead you to a career that you would find to be satisfying. Likewise, I would encourage you when possible to continue to explore on your own through the use of perhaps a summer job or internship that might be available to you. Start looking for that sort of thing. Also, the government puts together a website called the Occupational Outlook Handbook. And you can go there and you can take a look at a variety of different jobs, many that you probably have never even heard of, and see what they're all about. You can put in a job description or a job title. It will take you to that page. It will tell you what the main responsibilities are, what type of education it usually takes, and also what the career outlook looks like over the next several years. And it will also make suggestions of other similar jobs that might be interesting to you that you had never heard of before. So you can really get lost in kind of clicking around and looking at the variety of different options that might be available. And they will link them often to specific programs or academic majors that you might want to explore here at Misericordia. And it's also really important that many careers do not lead, many careers will lead to a variety of many academic programs, many academic programs are going to lead you to a variety of different careers. So if you decide to become a marketing manager or a psych major or a medical health humanities major or a math major, biology, it doesn't necessarily mean that it leads to one career and one career only. You'll be working really closely with our faculty once you become a major, and they are going to talk to you about the variety of career options that each one of those jobs would lead to. You will have the opportunity and option to do research, to take part in internships if you choose to, and in some programs will be required to. You will have the opportunity to see speakers and do professional development with our clubs and organizations that are linked to our academic majors. And so you'll have lots of opportunities to explore the many career options that might be possible within any particular major that we offer here on campus. And then I just really want to encourage everybody to relax. Sometimes some students feel a lot of pressure about choosing a major as soon as possible. And there is plenty of time to explore. And the choice program is definitely a tool to help you do that. And I certainly hope that you will consider it as you are looking at all of your options. We would love to have you be part of our campus community. I really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions about the choice program, what it means to be undeclared here on campus, feel free to reach out either to your representative in admissions or to contact me directly. Again, my name is Jessica Nelson, and I am part of the Student Success Center here. And I'd be happy to talk to you or link you up with any of the many amazing faculty members that we have on this campus that might be able to talk to you about options available to you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.